Have you ever been stuck on the side of the road and the bike won't fire up? You and your buddy out on a road trip and all you get is that click when you hit the switch? We're gonna talk about a few different things to check off that checklist before you call the tow truck and start freaking out, because I understand. I've been there. It's not a good feeling, but there's a few things that you can check on your bike just to make sure everything's okay before you get to that point. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to set your security pin on your bike, because I guarantee more than likely you have one. If you have a pre-owned bike and you don't know the security pin, that is perfectly fine too. I'm gonna show you guys that here at the end of this video, because it's really easy to do. Most dealerships don't teach the people how to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that too. So without further ado, let's jump into that. So the first thing that you should always check if the bike won't fire is your key fob battery. 9 times out of 10, I promise you it's gonna be your key fob. People don't think about it. I always suggest every spring, change out the battery. Some people don't even think about it. And next thing you know, they go to fire that bike up and you get that click because this thing is not alive. So always carry an extra battery. Even if yours doesn't go out, I guarantee someone in the group that you're with, their battery's gonna go out. So always have a key fob battery with you, just peace of mind, because this is the simplest, easiest way to do it. And make sure that you put the battery in the right way. Multiple times at the dealership. Man, I have people come in, I give them a battery, they go out, come inside, say the battery's bad. Pull the cover off and it's upside down. So put the battery in the right way too. So that's the first thing you should check. Now, the next thing is going to be, and I know this might sound silly, is your main on and off kill switch on your bar here. I've seen seasoned riders, I'm talking OGs that's been around for a long time, they don't use that switch. They always keep it on and they use their main ignition on their console to turn the bike on and off. They don't think about it. Always make sure that you use that kill switch and that kill switch is turned on in the on position when you go to fire that bike up. You always want, when you have your ignition to flip switch on, you hit your switch on your bars, you want to hear that pump kick on. That's the sign that everything's working and everything's okay. So remember that. Kill switch, put it in the on position. The next thing is gonna be a jump pack. Keep a jump pack on your bike. Like, this is pretty common sense stuff right here. Always have a jump pack because these are nice. They come in handy even if you don't have to jump your bike. Most jump packs have like USB-C charge, USB charge on here. So if you need to charge something down the road, you have the options for it. I have another one that has a built-in compressor. So if I need to put air in my tire, I could do that. They're really nice to have, and this will save you a ton of money in the long run. Even if you and your buddy go out and his bike dies or something, you have something like this on you. So keep a jump pack on you. Now, the ways that you can jump your bike with the jump pack, let me show you. Now, what I always do, and some people can roast me for this because I'm sure they will, on your starter, if you look back, there's a rubber boot. If you pull that boot off, that is the hot going to your starter from basically the battery. If you throw your positive terminal on there and then ground off to a bolt or whatnot, the bike will fire up. You're putting juice straight to that starter to kick the bike on. Now, if you throw too much juice to the starter, you can fry the starter. Be careful when you do that. The next thing would be is checking the terminals on the battery. Things vibrate. I mean, these aren't like the old Evos like my Heritage, but they still do vibrate and they shake. And in time, there's usually a little copper spacer between the terminal and the cable itself. They can rattle loose with that bolt, and at the end of the day, if there's not good connection, whether positive or ground, you're not gonna get the right voltage, you're not gonna get the right juice, and you're not gonna be able to fire the bike up. So make sure your terminals are tight. Trust me, I've seen it. Make sure they're tight. Hey guys, I just wanna thank you for stopping in and then watching this video. I just left my career as a Harley-Davidson sales manager to do this full time, and I really do appreciate the support. If you can, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's gonna allow me to be able to make some more cool content just like this for you guys. Now, back to the video. I'm gonna show you guys how to set your security pin. Set the pin, you're gonna need to have your key fob, okay? To set the pin, you gotta have your key fob. I'm stressing this. You have to have a key fob and it has to be working. So if you bought a used bike and you don't know the security pin, you bought it off Joe Schmo off the side of the street and he didn't tell you anything about any of it. So what the security pin is if the bike's off and you don't have your fob, it's a deterrent from somebody being able to hop on it and actually get juice to the bike without setting the security pin. So to set the pin, let me show you. All right, so I got my 23 Road Glide here. Now I do have Dakota digital gauges, so it's gonna look a little different, but the sequence is exactly the same. You're gonna have your kill switch in the off position. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, left turn signal, 1, 2, 3. Now on your dash, it'll say security. gonna basically say enter pin. The right switch will go left to right, and then the left switch will actually change that number. So 1 through 9, no zeros, 5 digits. Once you put those in, the bike will fire, okay? So say that's your security pin, you have it set, you put it in, you hit your switch, the bike will engage. You're gonna hear that fuel pump kick on. Now, if you don't have your fob with you, okay? You put that pin in, that's gonna do what I just did. Now say you don't know your security pin, you don't know anything about any pin you bought. You bought the bike pre-owned, you don't know anything. As long as you have your fob and you do what I just did, you'll be able to hop in there, change the current number to a different number, hit that switch, turn it off, and it will be set. So the next time that you put the security pin in without the fob, hit that switch, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get your fuel pump kicked on, you're gonna be able to fire your bike up. So again, if you don't know your security pin, because I get this question constantly, as long as you have a working key fob, that's how you change the pin to any pin you want. Flip the switch off and it's set to the new pin. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So the next time your bike does a little clickety clackety and you go to hit that switch, don't freak out. Do those few things. Just make sure that it's not something minute that you can take care of really quick off the side of the road and get the bike going and get down the road. If you guys have any other suggestions or things to look out for, please throw them in the comment section because I'm always up to learn new things. And if you have any other questions, throw them down below. Give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, let's be buddies, and get out on your motorcycle and go ride.